to Black Mother Talk. I am the complete wreck.
I am Jazz the Gemini.
And we're really excited today. We got another special guest for y'all. Do y'all see all these like top tier guests we are giving y'all? I hope y'all are appreciating all of this. We're just like really excited about it. We're going to be talking about being a Black mompreneur. So a lot of us know that struggle of just feeling like you don't have time. You're just like, how can I build a successful brand? I got to take care of these kids. And you're just like, I have to take care of these kids. I got a man. I got all these responsibilities. Like, how can I build this successful brand and business? And then, of course, we're going to be talking to y'all. So, let me know y'all here, how y'all doing today.
Go ahead and introduce our special guest.
All right, so let me just tell y'all a little backstory real quick. So I met the Vegan Foodie at an event, right? And so we got COVID tests. So don't be like, oh my God, why was y'all at that event? We got COVID tests. We was clear. I met her at an event. I seen her walk in all her fabulousness, right? And so people who really know me know I do not just like walk up to people and start talking. But something in my right? Like it's not me. I don't just walk up and start talking to people. And I seen her and I was just like, I feel like I need to talk to her. Like, I don't know why. And then we did like a little clubhouse and she started talking to, gave a little bit of backstory and started talking about her life a little bit. And I just was like, I'm talking to her today. I don't care. I'm just gonna talk to her. I was like, she gonna think I'm weird as hell, but I don't care. And I have to have her on the podcast. Like, I just loved her energy and everything. So I just walked up to her and was like, hey girl, she's like, hey, and I was like, right, exactly. I was giving her all the weirdo vibes, but then I was like, I don't care because I just felt something. And then she's from Detroit, like me, like us, check, right? And I was like, she's just fabulous. So I have to ask her, can she come on the podcast? So she is here, everybody, the Vegan Foodie.
Hey.
So we are so happy to have you. Just let us know, like, the Vegan Foodie, what is that? What is this business? What is this brand?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you how the Vegan Foodie was actually created. God had spoke to me and told me to fast for 30 days, and I did the fast. I was diligent. I didn't, waver on the fast. I didn't cheat, and I did it for 30 days straight, right? And so at the end of the 30 days, God spoke to me and said, create the Vegan Foodie Instagram. I didn't question. This was in the middle of the night. I just got on my phone, created the Vegan Foodie. And so I had no idea who the Vegan Foodie was. I had no idea what she was going to do. I just knew to create this, this brand. And so after creating it, and now that I'm 4 years into the brand, 3 years into the Vegan Foodie business, but 4 years into being vegan, the Vegan Foodie is like that voice inside your head that be like, girl, get your ass up and get it together. Stop eating crazy. Stop dealing with toxic men. Stop dealing with toxic people, and live your best life and have self-love that goes beyond the designers and beyond who you associated with and beyond, the material, tangible experiences that we have in life. So to ask me who the vegan is, I can't really tell you because every day I'm evolving, but I will tell you what I stand for. And I stand for just being true to yourself. I learned to be truthful with myself. I learned to be truthful with others because I was always one based on my career as a publicist that would sugarcoat things, to just appease the public. And so, I became unapologetic. And with me being unapologetic, I became unapologetic about the things that really mean something to me, which is taking care of yourself, which is, doing things that's going to give you a better quality of life.
I love that because, building your brand, I feel like a lot of times for you to have a successful brand, you have to have that unapologetic attitude. You have to be yourself and all those things. And then two, what I really just love about it is like, you're a mom and you're building and have built a successful brand. It's like, how did you, in the early days of building it and knowing that you wanted to start your own business, how do you juggle the two?
My son went to work with me. My son was an industry child. So he got to meet all the rappers, all the athletes, be on sets. But to be honest, I grew up with a mom that was an entrepreneur. She had a beauty shop, but she would market and stuff like that. So I grew up going to work with my mom. So it was second nature. When I was at the radio station, my son was either outside in the car with my mom listening, or he was in the studio. When I would be on sets, he would be there with me. So, you know, and by me having a boy, I really didn't have to really worry. Like if I had a daughter, it would have been different, right? But seeing that I had a son, it was like, yo, come on, carry these boxes. You know, my son was putting flyers on cars at 3 years old. So yeah, my son came to work with me, and he's still going to work with me to this day. Now that I have a restaurant, he be in the kitchen eating.
So did you find that it was difficult to transition from your PR industry job into being the vegan foodie and a mother?
Only thing that was hard was giving up that annual salary that I was, you know, it was like, okay, I'm used to making like 10,000 a month. How the vegan foodie gonna make that money? So for me, it wasn't about, oh my God. It was like, girl, you used to this life, so figure out how you can make this life happen. So with me transitioning, I didn't just do just the vegan foodie. I'm also an intraday day trader. So, and this was a long time goal of mine since probably about the last 12 years, you know. So not only did I, you know, become the vegan foodie, but I also became a day trader, which was something that was a lifelong goal of mine.
See, I love that, because a lot of times you don't hear that about entrepreneurs. Like you just hear about the big jump of faith, and it's like, oh, I started this business, but it's like, oh, but you got to have something else, because a lot of us are like, well, how am I supposed to eat, live, pay these bills? Like if I leave my full-time job. So a lot of times I'm like, well, look, sometimes you got to keep that full-time job and build your brand as you go. And then like with you, you're like, look, I had to find something else to do, take it up another tray and do this at the same time. So I think that's a like really, really, really important message, because a lot of times we just feel like all we hear is like, jump, just take the jump, just do it.
You take the leap of faith, but they don't tell you what that
faith
and
right.
And that back
take a leap of faith and end up home. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like you kind of gotta, exactly. So you kind of gotta, you know, determine how you're gonna do that. And the thing about like with building your brand, I want to go back to that. What I immediately saw about you was that you're just unapologetically yourself. And when you're in a corporate environment, were you always like that? What made you just be like, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore? Like,
well, I wasn't always like that. I'm a Cancer. So I'm very emotional. I'm very sensitive. You can hurt my feelings. Well, you used to can hurt my feelings.
right.
I cared about what other people thought. I cared about how people would receive me. Being a publicist, you had to kind of walk on eggshells because you ain't want to really tell the client they whack. So you got to get your money. So I wasn't like, with my friends knew who I really was. Like my son, my mama, my friends, they'd be like, she ain't nice. Who is this girl? You know? And so for me, it was like when I did shadow work and when I started to really work on self-love and when I started to do things that was better for myself, I became unapologetic. But even with me becoming unapologetic, that's when I realized that I can't be a publicist because I can't appease egos. I can't dim my light so that others can shine, you know? So I wasn't like this, you know, 5 years ago, even 2 years ago, you know, I was with my friends, but I wasn't in my business. And so for me, it was stepping out and being myself. And I realized that when I became myself, well, when I showed myself, because I was always me, but when I became transparent and showed myself to the world, people dealt with me better than before. And also I read a book, which I suggest any mother, any person, whether man, woman, trans, whatever, right? It's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I'm rereading a book right now, but that book changed my life. And I'm rereading it now. And
The Subtle Art of Not
Giving a Fuck.
It's on my to read list too. So yeah.
That's a very good book. Yeah. So that book helped me. And you know, the love that I got from being unapologetic is what made me go even harder with being myself and not trying to be a cookie cutter vegan or a cookie cutter social influencer or even a cookie cutter Black woman. Because another thing that I did was I abandoned the thought of being a strong Black woman, right? So a lot of people like, well, how you not a strong Black woman? When you think strong Black woman, you think a woman who's been through trials and tribulations, a woman that had to carry the world on her back and she was okay with it and she made it through. I ain't her. I ain't carrying nothing on my back. I'm tired of tribulations and I denounce that strong Black woman, you know. I ain't with it. I'm not a strong Black woman. I am a fragile lady. That's
And
what I
that
am.
is okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I
look,
love
that
that.
that is going on. I am not a
Fragile
strong Black woman. I am a
lady.
fragile lady. And I love that because it's so true. Like we feel like we gotta live up to that, right? Like we can't show emotion, like we can't be ourselves. We have to walk in a room like,
This says she's tired of tribulations and she ain't carrying it on her back.
come on now.
We about to set it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, set it down. Yeah. So that's what helped me to kind of come into the realization of who I was. I'm like, I'm not walking around bare feet, carrying water on my head with 3 babies on my hip, stressing out. I'm not doing that. Why? For who said I had to do that? So unapologetically, I don't give a fuck, and I ain't a strong Black woman. That's my motto.
Love
Look,
it.
with that said, I'm gonna let y'all know because she is like huge on TikTok too. And so I was looking at your TikToks, and this one I came across, I was like, this explains her perfectly, this TikTok. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that so everybody can see it.
I walk in every room as myself. I don't walk in any room as anyone else. I'm not cowering. I'm not speaking soft. My voice doesn't change. It sounds exactly the same way. I'm walking as myself and proud, and I speak for us.
Yeah. So while we wait for that to play, oh, it's playing now. Yeah. But the chat, let me let you know, like, are y'all what y'all got going on in the chat? Do y'all have any questions for the vegan foodie? Put them in the chat and we'll ask her, you know, before it ends. But yeah, so I just love this video because I was like, that is exactly her. Like, you just give off that energy, like, I'm here, I don't give a fuck, and it is what it is. And I just loved it. And I was like, you know, like that's how we all want to be, right?
Yeah, and it takes,
but you feel like you can't sometimes, right?
absolutely.
And you don't know
until
why.
you decide you're not going to be that strong Black woman or that typical whatever society views you as. Until you're unapologetically you're gonna claim to be yourself. But we all put on a front when we walk into certain rooms.
Yeah,
we have.
I will admit it. I am not always myself. Like, I will put on who I think the room wants me to be at the moment. And I'm really like, as I'm getting older, I'm like, I gotta stop doing that. You know, I hide certain things about myself. I don't want everybody to know everything. And it's like, I'm just like, well, maybe I'm just a private person, but it's not really that. It's just like,
comfortable.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable just fully being myself in every single room.
Absolutely.
And it takes me a long time to trust people too. So I'm like, I'm not trusting you with me. So,
but I guess once we stop giving a fuck, we learn that art, then we'll all be ourselves, unapologetic.
Well, let me give you some advice for not trusting people. If I give somebody me and then they misuse me, I'm gonna cuss you out. Because I gave you, so you gonna misuse me? I gave you an inch and you took 10 miles. Bring that time back. I reclaim my time. So because I used to be like that too, especially coming from Detroit, right? Coming from Detroit, we like, I ain't trust what? I don't trust you. Who you? Exactly. Who you? Where you come from? You know, we have that exterior. And what happened was when I moved to Atlanta, I was on the train and this lady kept staring at me and I'm like, what the fuck is she looking at? And she was like, you are so pretty. And I was like, oh, here I am, brimming the lady. And so from that day, I removed that layer off of me. You know what I'm saying? People still say I still got a mean mug. I can't help it. I was born with a mean mug.
Right.
You know, it kind of repels a lot of people off of me. But, you know, it's not that I'm too trusting with people. I just trust myself, right? And so if the energy is bad, I know the energy bad. I'm not going to fake like the energy is something other than it's not. If the energy is cool and then you turn out to be something different, I'm going to cuss you out for being something different. That's how we gonna handle that. Because I'm not gonna withhold myself and be in a box with somebody when I could just live out loud. If you can't handle this, you can't handle it. If you was shicey, you shicey. Just know that I'm gonna confront you about it. And I've been very vocal about addressing people. I don't care where we at, who you are. If like my cousin called me and asked me, I haven't talked to my cousin in I don't know how long, 15 years, 20 years, whatever. And so I day trade. So she posted about, I posted about day trade. So she called me and said, hey, cuz, can you teach me how to day trade? I was like, oh, okay. I sent her a DM with the prices, right? I charge $75 an hour because we ain't playing. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to give you this information that feels some type of way or trust you with this. You don't mess with me. And I made a tweet because my family know I'm very vocal. I tweeted and I said, family and friends, if you ain't messing with me, don't call and ask me for advice because I'm gonna charge you. And I screenshot it and I put it on Facebook so she could see it, you know, because I answered my phone was me trusting that you was gonna call me with something that I wanted to hear. By the time I realized it wasn't, guess what, sis? You gonna pay me. And because she didn't reply, I'm gonna put it out there. So now, not only are you in your feelings because you seeing me get money, but now you in your feelings because I charged you, and now you extra in your feelings because I aired you out.
right.
That's like
now you see why I had to have her on the show. I just love it.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm your unofficial cousin at this moment. Like, I don't even care. You think I'm weird? Like, I'm your new family member. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always going to be rooting for you and cheering you on. I pay too, sis. Right. So,
thank you.
Something that you said that I really loved was it's not so much about us trusting or not trusting other people. Yourself. We need to trust ourselves. And if we trust ourselves, we know if somebody not right or not.
Yeah.
So if we move to give them a chance, that's on us. And if they fuck that chance up, then
it's really a lack of confidence.
Yeah.
It's a lack of confidence when you just can't be yourself wherever you go. It's really a lack of confidence because you don't trust yourself. You don't feel confident enough in yourself that what you're giving and who you are is good enough for this room, this scenario, whatever the case may be. So, I mean, that's just what it is. I'm a straight shooter now. Yeah, I lack confidence in that area, and that's just what it is. And I'm aware. I'm gonna be working on it, and that's just what it is. But back to this brand thing, because everybody wants to know the tips. Like, what would give us like 3 tips to grow like your social media presence and your brand? Like, what is the Vegan Foodie doing, and what should other, Black mompreneurs be doing to push their brand on social media?
Consistency is the number one thing. You have to stay consistent. I put my foot on next. You hear me? If you follow me, you know I'm always posting. I'm consistent. Mm-hmm. If a day go by and I ain't posting a TikTok, trust me, you're gonna see an ad, you're gonna see a picture, you're gonna see something. So consistency is number one. Even if I don't feel like it, right? I might be PMSing today and cramping and don't want to post. Well, guess what? I got a bunch, or don't want to record, right? I got a bunch of videos in draft that I could go and chop and just put something out. So that's the first thing. You have to stay consistent. The day that you don't post, and I've seen this, right? The day that I don't post, it's another vegan vixen foodie wannabe that's posting, right? So I'm on their necks. I stay on their necks and I don't care. Tunnel vision too, right? A lot of people try to tell me what Tabitha Brown doing or what, Maya's doing, or Queen of Fua or Shaka Bars. I don't care what nobody else doing. I'm tunnel vision. That's cool for them. And honestly, I don't follow these people. So I don't see something. So I don't get in my feelings or feel incompetent or create something similar. I don't follow none of them people. So I'm tunnel vision. I'm for what the Vegan Foodie is doing. And I call it social media narcissist, right? Because when I go on social media, I bet you I'm gonna spend an hour on my own page. Yeah. I don't look on nobody else's page. I post and I scroll and I look at myself. Okay. I look at the comments, so I'm always analyzing myself. So tunnel vision, that's number 2. You have to, and a lot of people will get deterred from, if you follow the Shade Room and, and Baller Alert and all of these different blogs, you're going to get distracted because it's going to take you down a rabbit hole. So what I did was I don't follow them. I don't care. Why do I care about that J-Lo and A-Rod breaking up? I don't want J-Lo, what do I want A-Rod? So why do I care? So that's another thing, tunnel vision. And the third thing I would say is identifying your brand. The people gonna let you know what they like. Like, I didn't know that I was a baby mama favorite, right? I didn't know that I was the ratchet queen. You know what I'm saying? I just posted myself, and then I noticed, okay, my demographic is 25 to 44 Black women that live in UK, America, Nigeria, and I think it's Australia. And so once I realized what they like, then I appeal to that demographic. I'm not trying to be everybody's favorite. When I say your favorite vegan's favorite vegan, that's cool, but I ain't trying to be, everybody and everything. Like Beyonce, if Beyonce came out and she was doing country, pop, rap, R&B, soca, you'd be like, she all over the place, right? But because she is Beyonce, the R&B queen, and she stands in that lane, people respect that. So for me, I don't care what nobody else doing. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm doing it for the people who love me, not for the people. I don't care about, how some people say I use my hate as motivation. I don't want hate. I want love. So I don't use hate as motivation. I use love as my motivation. And I do it for those who comment. I do it for those who purchase my products. I do it for those who in my DMs telling me I'm helping them and changing their lives. I'm not doing it for the people who ain't buying, because I don't care about them. They don't care about me. So why am I gonna stress myself caring about them? I don't care about family members who don't liking my stuff. I don't care about high school friends who ain't following me. And I damn sure don't care about them dudes that I was dealing with that ain't, because if you ain't with me and helping me build my brand, why I care to post for you? So when I post a sexy picture or a beautiful picture, I'm doing it for my man, because I want him to scroll past and be like, oh, that's me. Okay. So that's my little tip. My 3 things.
Awesome. I wrote them down.
Come on now. And if you didn't get all you needed to get off of that, right? Like, clearly consistency, tunnel vision, and know who your demographic is, and know who you doing this for, and that's it. And just keep pushing, and just pushing valuable content towards the people that want to see it.
Two things she said. I guarantee you I'm gonna spend an hour on my own page.
Yeah.
And one thing I ain't never heard nobody say is don't follow the competition. I've never heard that. But that makes so much sense.
Man, you'll be feeling so down about yourself when you did that. Like, because I see a lot of people like, well, I'm not here yet and stuff like that. And you know what? Actually, on this page, I don't, because I don't follow other podcasts. I'm like, because then I'll be trying to do what they're doing and stuff like that. And then it won't be authentic to who we are and stuff like that. So yeah, I love those 3 tips.
That was awesome.
Let's get into this game, because I need to know this. So this is this or that. So you have to answer quickly.
Okay.
I'll ask you a few questions. It's about 10 of them on here. And I'm going to say this or that. I'm going to give you one versus the other. You choose which one, just off the top of your head, what you would choose.
Okay, I'm ready. I like trivia. Let's go.
Okay. So as a vegan, Beyond Meat or tofu?
Beyond Meat.
Okay. Day nap or meeting a man face to face?
You said day nap or meeting a man?
Day nap or meet him like out in life. Stumbling upon him on your own.
Meet him in life.
Okay. Spankings or timeout in terms of discipline for your kid?
Ass whoopings.
Okay.
Ain't no spankings around here. I'm a Black mama.
Look, we said whoopings at first, and my husband was like, we'll call it spankings. And I'm like,
okay. Tell you, I said ass whoopings.
But okay.
Are you a because I said so, Mom, or you gonna provide an explanation?
Explanation.
Okay. TikTok or Instagram?
Right now, IG for real. TikTok is cool, but IG Reels giving me life.
Okay. Whiskey or tequila?
Well, wait, let me ask you, because this is important now. We got to know about this building. What about do you feel like more traffic is coming right now through the Reels?
More traffic is coming. TikTok actually shadow banned me. So we in a love-hate relationship. I ain't gonna stop posting, but yeah, I had to call TikTok out and I seen my views go up. So because TikTok paid me, Instagram don't, but I still make money off of Instagram, but I get more engagement on Instagram Reels.
Okay.
Whiskey or tequila?
Whiskey all day.
Okay. Going to the actual grocery store or Instacart?
Grocery store.
Cook or eat out?
Eat out. I mean, I like to cook, but trust me, I'm working on getting a personal chef.
No judgment, okay?
Yeah.
DoorDash or Uber Eats?
DoorDash, because my company on DoorDash.
Okay. Sugar or salt in your grits?
Salt. With stewed tomatoes too.
Stewed tomatoes?
I
had never tried.
Listen, my grandmother. This recipe is the illest recipe I'm gonna give y'all, right? First of all, when you make your grits, use coconut milk, right? It makes it creamy, right? When you make your sausage, you slice up tomatoes and you put them in there with the sausage so you can get that grease, that little, whatever it is coming off. And then you take the sausage, you put them on the side, and then you take the tomatoes and put them on top of the grits. Or you can just buy canned stewed tomatoes and put them on top of your grits. It's going to change your Southern loving life.
Okay, well, that's all I had. You killed that.
Well, let everybody know, because your business is on DoorDash. Like, how can people support you? How can people buy your products? Let everybody know how they can get in touch.
Okay, the Vegan Foodie. Just if you're looking for food, if you're looking for merchandise, if you're looking for comedy, just Google the Vegan Foodie. It's gonna take you to everything I got going on. If you in Atlanta, my restaurant is gonna be open for 2 weeks, and then I'm closing because I got some things I'm doing. So it's gonna get better. But so if you want some food, you got 2 weeks flat out, and that's starting tomorrow. That ain't even today. Only because I realized, like, even though I could cook good food, and I love the Vegan Foodie, and I love that I'm able to feed everybody. I don't like cooking. Y'all see these nails? Y'all see this weave? I need a staff. So
right,
the chef life, I ain't her. I tried it. I'm gonna just take my recipes. And I do stuffed potatoes because there isn't a stuffed potato place for vegans. So I do a stuffed potato, but eventually I'm gonna hire a staff and they gonna run it. And I just come in and just look cute.
That's the level there.
That's the life right there.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's pretty much it. The Vegan Foodie, and don't put an I in my name.
Right. Exactly. That's Foodie, Foode.
No I.
We have to have you back again. I already told you I'm like your new stalker. I love you already. I feel like, yes, this is my new cousin. Love her. So we have to have you back again. We just enjoyed talking to you. You give us so many gems. You about to see them on our page. Like, I'm gonna tag you, and it's a quote from the Vegan Foodie because I just love a bunch of things you just said today. I'm like, life-changing, just dropping jewels and gems on us.
And I don't pick them all up. Okay?
Right.
That's
like,
what I'm here for. Really, I gotta, y'all from the 313, I gotta give y'all some news. Yeah. Come on now. If ain't nobody else, I might not give it to a person from the 404, but the 313, y'all getting all that.
Right. Exactly. So we definitely gonna have you back again. We love you, and awesome. We gotta go take care of these kids. My son done ran past about 4 times. So. Yep, this is our life, y'all. This is our life. Yep.